Hello everyone, good to be back on YouTube here. Tis the season to start getting these fall food plots ready. I've been busy all spring, all summer. Didn't get much done. Definitely not much down here at the property. I got a few things done at my property up in Madison County. So before we head up the hill here down in Morgan County, let's go ahead and make a stop at Madison County and see what all's been done there. Check it out. Alright, so first thing we did, as you can see behind me, is we got our dirt installed that we've always talked about. Got about probably, close to 60 tons, maybe 50, 60 tons worth of soil here. I'll show you guys when we get down. But this is going to completely, I'm not completely done yet, but seclude off the food plot down here from our house up here and the neighbors. The clover is just barely starting to pop up here. I changed things up a little bit. We've got some brassica mix, winter wheat around the outside edge, turnips all down through here. So it's just now starting to pop. Let's go down and take a look. Alright, so coming down the hill. Cleared this spot over here out. We're going to eventually put some chestnut trees over here on this side. This is all clover here. I just cut it the other day. You can see nice clover all down through here. Tree fell, got it all cut up. You can see there's the dirt. We've still got a couple more loads to put on there. Then we're going to plant some grasses up top to get real tall and completely seclude this area off down here. See, you got some brassica starting over here. Looks pretty good. You guys can see the winter wheat underneath here. Plus we made a run around, which is starting to come up all the way around the edge here. You can see our blind is completely secluded. I got to get in there and cut it out, but it should be right there. So all that stuff completely grown up around the blind there. I got this tilled and planted about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago at this point, and we didn't get any rain at all for, I tilled it, then about 2 weeks later we finally got a little bit of rain and then got a heavy rain. So it's just now starting to do pretty good, but I was a little nervous about it, not gonna lie, but it's coming along. We still got all the month of September here to grow, so it's usually, we get some rain, cool temperatures through September, so we should be in good shape. So yeah, that's about it here at Madison County. Let's jump back down to Morgan County and get some work done. Alright, so what we got on the agenda today here in Morgan County is I've fixed the Groundhog Max plow hitch on the four-wheeler. Check it out. I'll probably end up doing another video on this to show you this as well, but ended up going underneath some brackets here. If you can see underneath, we got some hose clamps. The owner of Groundhog Max actually got a hold of me late last year. He did a video on their website as well on how to mount these on the Polarises, because they are a little bit different than what some of the Hondas were. So I took his advice, got everything that I needed, got it all set up, and tried it at the house. Seemed to work good. So we're going to take it up the hill here and see how it does. So got everything in here I think I need. Got the plow, spreader. We're going to put some purple top turnips in. We've got some brassica mix in here in the bucket. Honey hole food plot mix. See if we can go ahead and make it up the hill. Had to do a little bit of work down here. They got a lot of rain a few weeks back, so on the way up I'm going to go ahead and stop and show you a little project that I did without you guys. It was a quick spur of the moment trip down here to get it done, so let's head on up the hill. Alright, we're up the first hill here. I'm going to show you what we worked on a couple weeks back when we come down during the week. So we took some of this dirt here from the hillside. This whole trail that goes around here completely washed out. Rain, all the rain they got down here come right down this ravine, right down here, completely washed this trail out. I'm not completely done with it yet. We do have to put a couple culverts in right here. You can see it's already starting to wash out right here a little bit more when we get all this rain down here. But yeah, this whole bank right here is completely gone. I spent about 4 hours with my little tractor up here getting this all prepared, so I'm hoping I get time to finish it, put some culverts in before the year's up. That way I don't have to waste the time to do it all again. So let's get on up the hill to where the pipeline is, where the food plot's going to go. Alright, we made it up here to the top. This is what we did last week. Got all this here mowed, sprayed. But got bad news. What I was worried about was going to happen happened on this four-wheeler. The way I had to do this ATV hitch mount for this plow, it sets low. Coming up the hill, I've got a lot of washout spots that are pretty deep that we have to straddle down through. And evidently I must have bottomed out and it completely pulled out this hitch mount. Check it out. You guys seen before we started, this was all the way up here. This was all the way up there. And it completely bottomed out and pushed all this completely out here. So I just don't know, man. I don't know future if it's something I'm gonna have to put together up here once I get up the hill, but it is just so rough coming up this hill down here. It's just ridiculous. And no matter how many times we try to fix it, they just get more rain and it washes it out. So I don't know, it seems somewhat sturdy here like that. I don't know though, that piece there is messing up. We're here, we're gonna give it a shot, give it a try, but pretty disappointing. Alright, you guys see that? Little bush ingenuity here. My straps that was holding this broke, so we ran a ratchet strap up there to support this piece here. Come back, we still got this piece on here tight, so I think it's gonna work. Let's give it a try, see what happens here. When we pull off our logs there, should put this deep enough in the ground, should start cutting. That seems to be working. I'm not gonna bore you. I'm gonna give it about 20 minutes and then I'll break the camera back out and we'll see what we got. All right, here we are. We're about a half hour into it. On the edges are pretty good. Coming down through here is pretty good. It's just so wet clay, man. I don't know. It's starting to dry up over here in the sun, but there's so much clay down here. So I don't know how good it's gonna turn out. We're gonna give her a shot though, but that spot right there is where we're gonna put a blind up in. My property at Madison County has so much better topsoil, clean topsoil, really nice, tills up good. Of course I can get my Kubota down the hill of my property, till it all up, so it makes it a little bit nicer. But walking up here to where the blind is going to be, let me give you the view here. So we'll be sitting, that'll be all cleaned out, looking right out here this fall and winter. So got a salt block right there. We're going to put a feeder up in that corner too. But yeah, this is going to be a fun set. Over here on this side, this is probably 5, 6, 7 acres over here that I never ever go into. It's pretty thick. Good bedding area over there, so I just leave it alone, stay out of there. Left side, this is towards where the camper's at. So having all that area thick back there, bedding area, have this food source close. Hopefully I can catch them as they're coming through feeding. Yeah, looking forward to it. So pretty excited, but I'm gonna get back at it. I don't have much time. As some of you just been watching the channel, you can see we're here at the blind. You guys know this spot here is where my daughter shot her buck at. If you guys watched that video, I come up here when I did the trail and actually dug out some of this. Spent about an hour or so digging out some of this and making a little more flat ground. Just threw some seed in, and you can see we've got some growth coming up. So we're gonna come back up there and fertilize that here shortly. But what the plan is I went ahead and switched back to the motorized feeders here. The reason I did that is the does out of the gravity feeder, the does were eating out of them, but for some odd reason, I don't know, the bucks just stayed away from them. So we're gonna switch back here. But the problem I'm having is raccoons coming up these poles and spinning the spinner and just completely taking all of the corn out. So I got some wire. We're just gonna make some type of wire mesh protector right here. When it is time to switch the battery out, I'll just make a few clips, stick my hand up in there so I can do it, and then I'll wire tie it back shut. So no big deal, but we're gonna go ahead and get this done. It's getting late. I still want to power wash the camper before I leave, so let's get this thing knocked out real quick. That has got to be the ugliest thing ever, but I guarantee, well, I'm not going to guarantee it, but I think it's going to work. Take a look. No way they can get in there and spin that spinner there. That's what they do. They climb up on the bottom of this motor. They climb up the legs, come over, hang on the bottom of this motor, and spin that spinner right there and spin every little bit of all that feed out. So this should stop them. I'm probably going to throw a few more braces on there, but yeah, I can just take this hook off right here, get right up in there, change the battery. So that'll be a good setup. I think it'll work. So that's going to wrap it up. I'm going to throw some fertilizer down here. Then I'm going to head down and start power washing the camper. So I appreciate you guys coming along. I'm going to leave you with some deer pictures. We have 2 cameras set up down here, so hopefully we got something good on there. I appreciate you guys coming along with me today, and I'll see you on the next trip. Thanks.